A lot of times we move so fast and try to dive into these things before we really know who the real you is.
Yes.
Like I'm finding out who the real you is when we already married 2-3 years in. So now it's like, I don't like this person. You know what I'm saying? But you did so good of a job of acting. And don't get me wrong, I enabled it because a lot of times people are scared to have hard conversations.
Yes.
Right? I don't want to make you uncomfortable. I don't want to say something that might make you mad, whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna just tuck my issues, and with that you allow each other to continue to act all the way down the aisle, all the way 2-3 years in, all the way having kids and all of that, and then eventually one day they decide to hang up the acting title and the real them comes out, and then I don't like this real you, so now I'm ready to go. But if you'd have vetted properly and had those hard conversations early, you would have knew exactly what you were signing up for.
Was he in my marriage, child?
Uncomfortable.
That's true.
You know, the hardest thing for people to swallow when they're in relationships with someone, marriage is whatever they want to call it, relationship is a relationship, it is what it is that the true thing that we need to pay attention to is that you never stop learning a person. You might have them figured out in a lot of ways, but with time comes seasons, and seasons with time comes changes in your personality, your attitude, your makeup, all types of things, man, your mood. And while you may say, okay, I done finally saw the real you, that is a real thing. Some people will suppress themselves just to try to get what they want, just to try to get a certain lifestyle. They'll put on this acting face, which is a very narcissistic trait. Not saying that you're a narcissist, but it's a very narcissistic trait. They will do all these things just to get around you. When they get around you, they finally take that mask off and it's like, I can finally let my hair down now. And that is just definitely real. This is why I don't encourage people getting married very, very fast. But everybody's program is their program. So what is 2 years? 2 years might be too long for you. It might not be too long for me. Some people put in those years, and this is why I say don't disparage the ones that want to add more years into the relationship, because they still need to know who you are. It's okay to take your sweetest time, all right? If a person, look, you may have a program together as a unit, as a couple, as a pair, but you also have your self program. And your self program is really gonna protect your ass at the end of the day. Whenever things hit the fan, whenever you don't want to meet certain demise or don't want to witness certain things or don't want to go through certain things, you don't have to commit to your self program. And if that pair program is in alignment with your self program, then I say by all means go ahead and knock yourself out, shack up, do whatever you do. But this is why people move in with each other, try to see what it is. Some people don't believe in moving in together until they married. No, I want to see everything. And the most unfortunate, scary part about it all is that you're gonna lose that person. You done put down resources, y'all done came together on things, and now it's all in shambles because y'all believed in one another and y'all realize that it's not gonna work anymore. So the best thing you can do, even if a person comes off as annoying, because somebody gonna have to be the annoying one in the relationship. Not be a pest, but be a little annoying, man. Sometimes you sit back, or a lot of times you sit back and that person don't wanna hear all that stuff you talking. They don't wanna have these deep conversations because it's too tough. And they're not called difficult conversations for no reason. They're actually hard to talk about. They're actually hard to bring up. People don't like to face the music, but guess what they'll do though? They'll get on the internet and they'll jot them comments. They want to be deep and philosophical then. They'll do it on the phone. They'll do it on the tablet. They'll do it on the computer, but they won't do that junk in front of your face. That's the problem. So pay attention to folks like that too. They'll be all in your comments, talking crazy, talking greasy about what Tom, Dick, and Harry and all them doing. But then at the end of the day, they can't even fix their own problems. Can't even bring up conversation to somebody who they have an intimate relations with. How that work? So whatever works for you, whatever floats your boat, go ahead and do it. But by all means, I tell people all the time, do not rush nothing. I don't care what a person is thinking. I don't care how they feel as far as how your self program goes. You may care about how they feel, but don't let that swerve you from what you truly think should happen in your life. Because in order for y'all to come together, you gotta be right. And that person gotta be right as well. There ain't no sense in meshing things up if we both can't be honest with ourselves and give ourselves what we need. That's why a lot of things don't be working. People don't give themselves what they need, and they try to take their unneeded ass, or they unneeded ass to somebody else and think that that's gonna fix their problem. And really, y'all just bought nothing but baggage and a bunch of mess to the table and don't even know how to get past them. Because you can't even get past it for yourself.